Hello my dear friends, my name is AK Rex and I'm finally back from my holidays, which have been going on for quite a while. Now, I got something interesting to discuss here, and I've noticed that JW Evo has this thing that they do seem to introduce a bunch of different dinosaurs, and yet a lot of them seem to be too similar to one another, and at the same time we do not see some of the more interesting and variety of things that we could potentially see in a game like this. This was something that caught my eye. If you notice, for example, we get Nodosaurus or Polacanthus, which do look kind of different, but they are way too similar, or those different stegosaurids that are just way too similar to each other and just practically doesn't make any sense to have them, to be honest with you. I mean, you could have easily had something else in that place, but no matter. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce you to some of the dinosaurs that I personally think could make a very nice addition to the game. So let's take a look at it. Now, in North America, what we can get probably would be nice if we had Acrocanthosaurus and Daspletosaurus. Now, Acrocanthosaurus is obviously something that we've seen in JPOG, and I actually am of an opinion that it could make a very good addition. It stands out enough to not be way too similar to, say, either Allosaurus or Giganotosaurus, and at the same time it kind of adds to more to this whole variety of Allosauroidea in the game. So that means we would already have by now, I believe Acrocanthosaurus is also an Allosauroid, so if we count that, then that's one. Then we've got Giganotosaurus, Allosaurus, and if we had Acrocanthosaurus, that would make it 4. Which makes it a fairly decent kind of number, in my opinion. Definitely enough, for the sake of variety in the game to represent different things. Now, Daspletosaurus could make a nice addition to be another Tyrannosaurid, because we only have one Tyrannosaurid creature in this game. We could, of course, perhaps think, let's give it maybe a slightly different kind of design, just something extra, maybe like osteoderms or whatever. Or maybe not osteoderms. I'm just kind of thinking about something that could make it stand out a bit more, other than just making it a smaller version of a T-Rex. So obviously making the skull drastically different. It has to be smaller, obviously, and have its own set of skins, perhaps as well. That would be quite a nice one, in my opinion, to have a different Tyrannosaurid other than T-Rex. So those make North America. Now let's go to South America. In South America, I was thinking of Argentinosaurus, because it just would be nice to see this game engine implement the sauropod that would have been probably the largest or among the largest dinosaurs that we've ever known. And Argentinosaurus, in my opinion, makes a perfect addition. Now, Herrerasaurus is another interesting one, because I believe it's also either appeared or was mentioned in the novels. So I'm surprised that it's never been implemented into the game. And also it would make a good variety, because we don't have any Triassic creatures in the game. And it would be nice to have something just drastically different, and represent all sorts of different animals from different periods. Now in Europe, I've got quite a bit more. So how about the Spanish Concavenator? So that would make it another Allosauroid. And Plateosaurus, obviously a dinosaur from Europe as well, very nice from Triassic. I think that could make a very interesting addition just as well. And of course the iconic Iguanodon, which was, I believe, planned originally for JPOG and never made it. But I'm quite surprised that it never made it into this game either. And I would love to have an Iguanodon, would you not? And of course I have Proceratosaurus. Now with this one would be interesting is that if we also introduced with it the design of feathered dinosaurs into the game. I mean, we see a Proceratosaurus quite nicely done, in my opinion, for Jurassic World Alive, so I see no reason why this game could not have implemented something similar. and that would also be a nice way to add filamented or feathered dinosaurs to the game, just as well as we know that Proceratosaurus has been also featured in the novels. So I just didn't see any reason why not to have it, personally. Now, from Asia, speaking of more filamented and feathered dinosaurs, I was gonna go into Therizinosaurus, which is a very unique and nice looking dinosaur. And here on the screen we have an example of a Therizinosaurus from Jurassic World Alive, which I think could also make a very nice addition. Then we have Yutyrannus, obviously, which could make an awesome addition to the park, and I see no reason why it could not be implemented. And it would have been made a very interesting look, some different designs of the filaments with the skins and all of that stuff. And then you have Alioramus. Alioramus is a small tyrannosaurid from Mongolia, so that would make 3 tyrannosaurids altogether in this game, which I think would be quite nice, instead of just having only a T-Rex representing the group. But now we have a variety of Tyrannosauroidea, so that means we would have a T-Rex, a Daspletosaurus, Alioramus, Yutyrannus, and Proceratosaurus, all from the big clay Tyrannosauroidea, and we have separate ones that represent Tyrannosaurida and Proceratosaurida as well, 2 members of Proceratosaurida, which would be quite interesting. Now, in Africa, I decided to say perhaps Ouranosaurus, which was featured in JPOG, and it's quite strange that it hasn't made it into this game. It's a very unique looking creature, and I think it would make a very nice addition to kind of add more to the whole, iguanodontids kind of dinosaurs, along with Iguanodon that I mentioned, and I believe Mutaborasaurus is also part of the Iguanodontid, or unless it's a Mutaborasaurida, which I don't know if it exists because I'm really bad with ornithopods, unfortunately. I'm not strong with them, so but in any case, you get my meaning at least, I hope. And the last one is Antarctica, is Cryolophosaurus or Cryolophosaurus. I could butcher the name, but it would make a very cool addition because it's a very unique looking creature. And I personally think that having this kind of list of dinosaurs added and make more other continents a bit more rich, that would make it very interesting to play in the long run. So here is my list basically. So all of you guys out there, like Cretaceous Cast or Calico Jackasaur, Clayton, and all of you who play this game, maybe Best in Slot, maybe Gaming Beaver, if you guys see that, if you want to make a video as well of your own and tell me, share with everyone else what sort of dinosaurs do you think would be nice to be added to make a better variety in this game for Jurassic World Evolution. But I will, in the meantime, prepare another bunch of videos for you guys because I know you love them very much. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like the video. Also leave a comment if you have anything of your own to share about what you think would be nice to have in terms of new dinosaurs for this game. So until then, I've been AK Rex, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.